Sorry, had a little bit of a freeze up there, but we're back now. Logan Buntrock led off this game striking out, but Cord Jackson just hit a deep home run to center field and has given the Sarnia Brigade a 1-0 lead in this game. Ball chopped towards second base. We'll make the throw to first. So Hill makes his way to second. Westbrook grounds out there, makes his way back to the dugout for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the right fielder for this game, Aiden George. 2 outs here, top of the first inning, just underway, 1-0 Sarnia on a home run from Cord Jackson. As Aiden George takes a good hack at that one and fouls it back and out of play. Won the count. Here's the pitch from Handley. Curveball going to miss outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Here's the pitch from Handley. Fouled back into the netting as well. Handley up in this count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And last set of round robin games here at the 2025 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. Dan Esty here bringing you play-by-play for this game. We will have a quarterfinal game here at 8:30. We yet to know the teams that will be playing in that, but should have an idea here in about 2 hours or so. Count evens up now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hanley back on the mound here, ready to go. He has the sign that he wants. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Handley. Fastball, going to get chopped foul by George. We'll reset and do it again here. 2-2 still the count. Hanley with the peek at second base. Brad Hill, the runner, standing there. Here's the pitch. Just missing outside. Here's the pitch from Handley. Hit on the ground to third base. Shepard up with that one across the diamond that gets underneath the glove of Warren Kember. Aiden George going to reach on the error to the first baseman. And now we have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Tough play there. Good job by Demarius Shepard to come up with that ball, get it across the diamond, but Warren Kember unable to squeeze the ball at first. So we have runners on the corners and 2 outs for the third baseman, Blake Butler. Runner takes off to second. Hillier fakes the throw, but George going to steal that base standing up. Now we have second and third with 2 outs, 1 strike on the batter, Butler. Here's the pitch from Handley. Curveball just missing up in the zone for ball 1. Handley with his sign. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Butler for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now, the count on Blake Butler. Early 1-0 lead here for Sarnia. Here's the pitch. The ball popped up. Going to be backing out of play just over the Thornhill dugout. 1-2 pitch coming again here from Handley. Ball down and away for ball 2. 2-2 count now on the third baseman, Butler. Brad Hill, the runner at third. Aiden George, the runner at second for the Brigade. Two pitch from Handley. Fastball swung on and missed by Butler. And that's all for the Brigade here in the top half of the first inning. So for Sarnia in the top half of the first inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Thornhill error, and the Brigade leave 2 runners on base. Score after 1/2 inning of play. The Sarnia Brigade won, and the Thornhill Reds coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. All set here to go in the bottom of the first inning with Center fielder Travis Batts leading things off for the Reds. He'll be followed by right fielder, Jack Agliardi. And then the third baseman, Demarius Shepard, due up third against veteran right-hander number 34, Derek Moss for the Sarnia Brigade. Batts takes that pitch outside for ball one. And takes that pitch in the same spot for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike now, the count. And Sarnia Brigade up early 1-0 here on the solo home run from shortstop Core Jackson. 3-1 now, the count on Travis Batts. That ball hit hard to second base, but good pickup there by the second baseman, Quentin Johnston. And Batts is down for the first out of the inning. Good piece there by Travis Batts, but good pickup by Johnston at second base. So right fielder Jack Gagliardi going to make his way to the dish now. Good piece there from Gagliardi on the first pitch from Moss, but right fielder Aiden George able to make that catch. Just like that, there's 2 outs here for the Reds in the bottom of the first. Third baseman Demarius Shepard going to make his way to the plate for his first at bat. Here's the pitch from Moss. Curveball that's going to find the outside corner for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch from Moss. Fastball in on the hands. Chopped towards first.
Oh, yeah!
Ronnie Onison, we'll get to that one in time, and it is foul. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes here on third baseman Shepard. Moss with his sign. Here comes the pitch. Curveball in the dirt, swung on and missed. Catcher Cole Bridges going to complete the out at first. That's all for the Reds here in the bottom half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Score after 1 complete inning of play. The Sarnia Brigade 1. The Thornhill Reds no score. We'll be back for the top of the second inning after a quick break. So we're all set here for the top of the second inning. It's going to be the first baseman, Ron Onison, leading things off for the Brigade. First pitch from Handley. Fastball that misses down and away for ball one. Second baseman, Quentin Johnston, due up next. With the catcher, Cole Bridges, due up third this inning. 1-0 count here on Onison, playing first base this evening for the Brigade. That pitch missing is down as well for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Ronnie digs back in here. 2-0 pitch coming from Joseph Handley. Fastball chopped on the ground to shortstop. Argenis Paz in. He's going to throw the ball across in time to retire Onison at first base for the first out of the second inning.
Now batting, number 20, Quentin Johnston.
So 1 out, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Quentin Johnston. And if you're just joining in, welcome. Thank you for joining us here on our live stream coverage of the CABC Gold Bat Tournament here in Sarnia. First fastball from Handley is swung through and missed by Johnston for strike one. We'll have one more game here at Arrow Russell tonight. Those teams yet to be decided, though, as we have to see what the seedings are going to be for the playoffs. That ball hit on the ground right back up the middle, and that's going to get into center field for a single. And Johnston's aboard here with 1 out. So that's going to bring up the catcher this evening for the Sarnia Brigade, Cole Bridges. First pitch to Bridges. Swung on and fouled down the right field line. Foul and out of play. No balls and 1 strikes as Quentin Johnston takes his lead from first. Handley with a quick peek over.
One more street over, so.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball that misses down for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to count here on the catcher Bridges. Couple of checks. That fastball sails up and in for ball 2. Brigade's currently sitting at 2-0 right now in their pool play. The Thornhill Reds currently sitting at 1-1. Handley gonna step off and reset here.
Yeah, baby.
So the last 3 games happening late afternoon here are gonna have a deciding factor on who plays where in the playoffs. That ball just fouled down the first base line. So with a Brigade win, that should give them the win in their pool. Depending on if they get a bye will be seen yet, depending on the defensive runs and head-to-head record and all that stuff that may come after this game. Curveball that misses outside from Joseph Handley. Count now 3-2 on Cole Bridges. Johnston with his lead from first. That ball hit towards right field. Going to be tailing away. Diving attempt, but that ball is just foul. Correct call made there as the diving attempt was made in foul ball territory. Coach Joel Ainsworth getting an explanation from the umpire there, and like I said, we're right on the foul line here and can see that that was a couple of feet foul as he made that diving attempt at it. We're back to the plate here again, full count on Cole Bridges. Quentin Johnston at first. That pitch missing down. Cole Bridges going to make his way to first. So we have runners at first and second now for the Brigade with one out. We're back to the top of the order with center fielder Logan Buntrock stepping in. First pitch from Handley. Fastball is fouled back into the netting for strike number one. Buntrock 0 for 1 this evening with a strikeout in his first at bat. 0-1 pitch. Slider swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Jacob Hillier for strike two. No balls and 2 strikes to count here now. Buntrock able to stay alive as he fouls that one off.
Where did you park today?
Oh, way back there.
Okay. In the safe zone.
Yeah, this is.
Count remains 0-2 here on Buntrock. Quentin Johnston, the runner on second. Cole Bridges, the runner on first for Sarnia. 0-2 pitch. Fastball missing down and away for ball one. Brigade really making Reds pitcher Joseph Handley work on the mound. 1-2 pitch incoming. Another pitch fouled back and out of play. One-two pitch from Handley. Curveball that just misses hitting Buntrock. Sarnia bench giving him a little bit of a hard time there. So 2-2, the count now. Fastball misses down and away for ball three. Logan Buntrock works himself back into a full count here. Runners on first and second with one out. Again, 1-0 Brigade early in this one. Solo home run off the bat of Cord Jackson has given them the lead early. Here's the full count pitch. Popped up on the infield. Warren Kember going to give it a look. He's able to make the catch. And now there are 2 outs. So 2 outs. Runners on first and second here for Sarnia, and the aforementioned Core Jackson steps in for his second at bat of the evening. First pitch from Handley, fastball that misses down and away for ball one.
It's on YouTube, I think. He's streaming live, yeah.
Handley has his sign now, comes set. Here's the pitch. A fastball way outside for ball two. Handley pitching very cautiously here to Jackson. His first at bat, the ball landed well beyond the 365 marker out there in center field. 2-0 pitch coming. That ball hit towards the left center gap. And that's going to get past the left fielder, Mitchell Sadovsky, and into the fence. Quentin Johnston going to come in, so is Cole Bridges. And that is a 2-out, 2-run double for Core Jackson. And the Sarnia Brigade now extend their lead to 3-0. Core Jackson showing why he's garnered the attention of a few Major League Baseball teams for this upcoming draft. Handley pours that fastball in there for strike one. A 1 pitch coming to Brad Hill. Slider that Brad holds up on. Check out for the swing. He says no swing. So 1-1 now to count. Here's the pitch from Handley. Fastball misses down and away for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. The 2-1 pitch incoming. That fastball going to find the inside corner for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Early 3-0 to lead here for the Sarnia Brigade. Here's the pitch. That slider on the outside corner. That is called strike 3. Brad Hill down on strikes, and that's all for the Brigade here in the top of the second. Another good inning for Sarnia, though. They put up 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Thornhill errors, and the Brigade leave 1 runner on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play here from Errol Russell Park. It is the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Thornhill Reds no score. Take a short pause and be right back for the bottom half of the inning in a few minutes. Sorry, just doing double duty here as we update the website and keep teams informed of scores and stuff like that. But Warren Kember grounds out to second baseman Quentin Johnston to start off the bottom of the second inning here, so there's one out. Catcher Jacob Hillier now steps in. Count now 3-0 on him from Brigade right-hander Derek Moss. I know there's probably a lot of teams watching here, so I know there's a lot of questions about standings and different things like that. Unfortunately, I have to wait till the end of this set of games to see how the scenarios are going to play out. As Hillier holds up on that swing, he'll take a walk. So he's aboard here with one out in the bottom of the second, and that's going to bring up Thornhill shortstop Argenis Paz.
Well, I was thinking, I mean, especially these away teams, I don't think so. That'd be pretty great.
First base runner of the evening for the Reds as Paz will get his first pitch from Derek Moss. That's blocked up at the plate by Cole Bridges, so the count now 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curve ball in the dirt. That's going to get away from Bridges all the way to the backstop. Hillier going to make the turnaround second, but he'll stay there. So a wild pitch charge to Derek Moss there. The Reds have a base runner in scoring position here with one out in the bottom of the second. That fastball going to miss just down and away for a ball. It's 3-0 the count here on Argenis Paz. Pitch. Fastball in there from Moss as that splits the plate for strike one. 3-1 the count now. Paz still in the hitter's count here. Here's the pitch. Really good fastball. That one fouled back to the backstop for strike two. After being down 3-0, Moss has battled himself back into a full count here with Argenis Paz. Here's the pitch. Another fastball. That one roped to left field. Coming in strong. A little bit of a delay there for a second as umpire says no catch on the play.
Did he caught it? He got the ball.
Obviously he didn't. Yeah, because he let the play continue. Because that indicated it was.
So that will go down as a single for Pass, and he advances to second base on the throwing error into the infield by the left fielder Wes Brooks. So that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 16, Tyler Romedel.
For the finals, for the playoffs, yeah.
0-1 the count. Another good fastball there from Moss. Swung through and tipped into the glove of Cole Bridges for strike two. So no balls and 2 strikes to count here on Romedel. Here's the pitch from Moss. Good slider there in the outside corner. Romedel sat down on 3 straight. Now there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That's going to bring up the designated hitter for Thornhill this evening, Jaden Kemp. First pitch swinging, popped up towards first base. Ron Onason going to go give it a look. He's able to make the over-the-shoulder catch in foul ball territory, and Derek Moss and his defense able to skate out of that inning unscathed with no runs allowed.
I thought he caught that ball too.
So for Thornhill in the bottom half of the second inning, no runs on one hit. There was one Sarnia error, and the Reds leave 2 runners on base. The score after 2 complete innings of play is the Sarnia Brigade 3 and the Thornhill Reds no score. We'll take a short pause and be right back for the top of the third inning. We're back to action here in the top of the third inning with left fielder Wes Brooks leading things off for the Brigade. 2 balls and 1 strike's the count here. Right-hander Joseph Handley on the mound for the Thornhill Reds. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That ball hit a mile high towards right center field.
I'm seeing those, I know.
Right fielder going to make their way in as Zach Agliardi makes the catch out there for the first out of the inning.
Tracy.
So 1 out. That's going to bring up the right fielder for the Sarnia Brigade, Aiden George. George reached on an error in his first at bat.
You coming out of the sun? No, I have a cousin playing for Thorn Hill.
Oh, okay.
So his mom said,
First pitch fouled back into the netting for strike one.
Friday night, I wondered if you were here or not.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. I could feel that before I made it. This was getting hot. So I just had borrowed.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
So 0-1 the count here on Aiden George. Here's the pitch from Handley. Fastball that's going to sail outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike the count.
No, that didn't work out. So she's actually working at the county right now. She's the...
She never had good jobs. No, but she's smart. I like her.
She's very good at interviewing. Yeah, so, but it's temporary.
1-1 pitch. The ball hit towards right center field. Travis Batt's going to make his way over. He'll make the catch. And Aiden George is the second out of the third inning. Two outs now here in the top of the third. Third baseman Blake Butler going to step in for his second at bat. He's a strikeout victim in his first at bat. First pitch from Joseph Handley. Fastball just misses the inside corner for ball one.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Yeah, and you know, he's going to be 40.
Handley with his sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball missing again inside for ball two.
He's always involved in it, even after he
Yeah.
2-0 the count here on the third baseman Butler. Here's the pitch. Ball fouled back into the netting here for strike number one.
Yes, I saw that. I was going online and read that he.
Pretty good.
You know, he was commenting on that. He said somebody had fun putting that together. Somebody had fun putting that together. Because he's got a lot of
2-1 pitch coming from Handley. That ball popped up and it's going to be back and out of play just to the left of the grandstand here.
That's right. Yeah.
2-2 count now. Here comes the pitch. Fastball that misses down and away for ball three.
Well, I was confused too. I thought it was Thorn Hill. Did our home game.
3 balls and 2 strikes now the count here on Blake Butler with 2 outs as we play in the top of the third inning. 3-0 Brigade. Here's the pitch from Handley. That ball hit on the ground to short. Argenis Paz able to come up with it across the diamond and able to retire Butler in time for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no Thornhill errors, nobody left on base. Score after 2 1/2 innings of play is the Sarnia Brigade 3 and the Thornhill Reds no score. We'll be right back after a short break for the bottom half of the third inning. So that was left fielder Mitchell Sadowski leading things off for Thornhill here in the bottom of the third inning. As he flies out to Wes Brooks in left field for the first out of the inning.
His mom is my first cousin. Very grand. My mom.
Okay.
First pitch from Derek Maas to leadoff hitter Travis Batts is in there for a strike. Next pitch fouled back into the backstop for strike 2. Batts 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out to second base in his first plate appearance. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Maas. Fastball that's hit towards short left center field. Poor Jackson going out a long way.
Good job, Thor.
He's able to make the catch.
Today we salute you, Mr. ADSPS. There are 24 hours in a day. You're wearing 8.
So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Jack Gagliardi, who takes a slider outside for ball 1. Gagliardi 0 for 1 in the game with a fly out to left or right field. That slider going to miss inside for a ball. To a pitch to Gagliardi, popped up on the infield. Second baseman Quentin Johnston going to go back. He'll camp under that one. And that is a clean inning for Derek Maas and the Sarnia Brigade. No runs, no hits, no brigade errors, no runners left on base. 3 innings complete here at Errol Russell Park. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3 and the Thornhill Reds no score. We'll be back for the top of the 4th inning just after a short break. We're off to the top of the 4th inning now with first baseman Ron Onison leading things off for the Sarnia Brigade. He'll be followed by second baseman Quentin Johnston. And the catcher, Cole Bridges, due up third this inning. First pitch from Joseph Hanley misses down and away for ball 1.
Seems to be pretty good.
Good fastball there from Hanley as Onison swings through that one for strike 1. One and one the count here as Joseph Hanley comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball just missing the outside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count.
He gets. Try not to.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball popped up down the right field line. The wind going to push that one out of play. That's going to even the count now at 2-2.
That's all we wanted.
So Onison settles back in here. Count 2-2. Hanley has his sign. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed by Onison. And he's down on strikes for the first out of the top of the 4th.
Now batting, number 20, Quinton Johnston.
So with 1 out, that's going to bring up the second baseman, Quinton Johnston. Had a single in his last at bat and has scored 1 of 3 runs for the Sarnia Brigade this evening. Here's the first pitch from Handley. Good fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Another good fastball. That one fell back and out of play. Didn't hear any loud crashes, so that avoided the cars. Count now 0-2 here on Quinton Johnston. We did have a defensive change made this inning by Thornhill as number 2 Benji Litz has taken over at second base. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball missing down and away for ball 1. 3-0 Brigade as we play here in the top of the 4th inning, and so far it's been the Core Jackson show as he has accounted for all 3 RBIs this game. Had a solo home run back in the first and followed that up with a 2-run double. That ball popped up on the infield. Wind blowing this one away, and it is going to blow it into the mesh. And out of play. So count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Handley. Curveball, good hold there by Johnston as he let that one go. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now. Here's the pitch. Fastball that sails up and in for ball 3. We're back to a full count here now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Quinton Johnston. Handley has his sign and comes set. Here comes the full count offering. Fastball hit towards center field. Travis Batts makes his way in. He'll make the catch. And the Brigade have 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting Cole Bridges.
So catcher Cole Bridges is going to dig in for his second at bat. Had a walk his last time up, and he's also scored a run this evening. First pitch from Handley. Fastball that misses down for ball 1. Bridges needed a quick break there to fix his cleat, and we're good to go. So 1-0 the count here. 2 outs as we play in the top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Sarnia Brigade. 1-0 pitch from Handley. Fastball hit back up the middle softly. Argenis Paz going to make his way over. He'll make the throw to first. Kember able to get his foot back on the bag in time. And the Brigade are down in order here in the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no Thornhill errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Thornhill Reds no score. We'll take a quick break. We're right back to the action here in a few minutes. All right, we're back for the bottom of the 4th inning here with third baseman Demarius Shepard leading things off for Thornhill. That pitch from Derek Moss finds the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now, the count. Fastball there, that's hit towards short left field. Wes Brooks making his way in. He's not going to be able to get there in time, though. He's able to stay with it though and get it back in. So that is a leadoff single for Demarius Shepard here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that will bring up the first baseman today, number 9, Warren Kember. Shepard takes his lead from first. First pitch to Kember. Fastball just missing, down for ball 1. Kember 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. That fastball belted to left field. Westbrook's making his way back. That's off the base of the fence. He's able to make the catch. Good strong throw into third base, but Demarius Shepard able to get in there safely, and Warren Kember stands up at second with a double. So the Reds with something going here now. A pair of runners in scoring position with no out. It's going to bring up the catcher, Jacob Hillier. First pitch from Moss. Fastball hit towards right field, and that is going to get down and fair as that's going to make its way to the fence. Both runners going to come in easily. Jacob Hillier making his way to second, and he has a stand-up 2-run double. And the Thornhill Reds starting to make their way back into this game now as they trail 3-2.
That'll do it. Oh, really? Oh my God. You're righty.
One constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America's gone by like an army of steamers. And erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again.
So we have a mound visit here with Coach Joel Ainsworth making his way out to have a chat with Derek Moss and the defense. Try and calm everyone down here.
It reminds us of all that once was good.
Look at that.
Reds have come out swinging here in the bottom of the 4th. They've strung together 3 hits. Got a pair of runs up and still have a runner in scoring position here for shortstop Argenis Paz. First pitch to Paz from Derek Moss. Curveball that just misses down for ball 1.
Really attached to his dog, doesn't it?
Benji Litz waits on deck. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Moss. That's going to be fouled down the right field line and out of play. It's 1-1 the count here. Still nobody out. Jacob Hillier, the runner at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Paz. Fastball in on the hands, hit towards right field, and that is going to get down and fair inside the line. Hillier going to make his way around from second base. And that's an RBI single for Argenis Paz. And we're back to even here. So the Thornhill Reds have tied up this game now 3-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I don't think my cousin played for them last year. I think he was coaching a baseball team for George Brown College. But then with Ford cutting off all the program, cut the baseball.
So Benji Litz going to get his first at bat of this game as that ball gets away from Cole Bridges. Looks like Argenis Paz was going to go and froze up there for some reason, so he remains at first. Brigade do have some action down in their bullpen now as left-hander Alex McLean has gotten up and started to get hot in a hurry. That curveball missing down from Derek Moss for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped to third base. Blake Butler up with it. Crossed the diamond. In time to retire Litz. Argenis Paz going to make his way to second base.
Ouch. I was gonna say, just one cut pigeon.
So one out now with a runner on second. And the DH, Jaden Kemp, going to step in for his second at bat of the evening. That pitch down and away from Derek Moss for ball one. One ball and no strikes to count. That ball popped up to left field. Wynn going to hold that one up big time, though, as Wes Brooks calls off poor Jackson. He makes the catch running in from left field. Jaden Kemp down for the second out of the inning.
Thornhill's just north of Toronto, near Vaughan, up in that area. Not that
So two outs now for the Brigade. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Mitchell Sadovsky. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. First pitch from Moss. Slider swung on and missed by Sadovsky for strike one.
Anne Murray had a house when she lived in Toronto. That's where she lives.
So 0-1 the count here as Moss looks into Cole Bridges for the signs.
You're right.
He has the one he wants now and comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another slider. That one going to miss up, though, for ball one. McLean continuing to throw down in the Sarnia bullpen. Moss comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball hit back up the middle. Second baseman Quentin Johnson makes the play across the diamond. One hop and picked up there by Ronnie Onison. And that is all for the Thornhill Reds here in the bottom of the third inning. Good inning for the Reds there as they work themselves back into this game. 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no Sarnia Brigade errors. And Thornhill leaves 1 runner on base. The score after 4 complete innings of play is now tied 3-3 between the Sarnia Brigade and the Thornhill Reds. We'll take a quick break and we're back for the top of the 5th inning just after this. So we'll see how their Brigade respond here after giving up 3 in the bottom half of the 4th. They come up here in the top half of the 5th. It's the top of the order to lead things off with center fielder Logan Buntrock at the plate. Ball chopped foul at home plate for strike one. Shortstop Core Jackson due up second this inning with the DH Brad Hill due up third.
Come on, Green, let's go get started.
Handley has his sign and comes set. Here comes the pitch. That fastball misses down and out for ball one.
I'm not on Facebook, so. YouTube.
1-1 the count here on Logan Buntrock. Here comes the pitch from Handley. Fastball chopped to shortstop. Argenis Paz takes it in a couple of hops across the diamond. Good pickup there by Warren Kember as Buntrock is called out on a very, very close play. Good 90 feet there by Buntrock.
Jackson.
I saw Ty went to the runner, but
So one out here as we
Come on, let's do it.
see shortstop Core Jackson come up to the plate. Pretty good evening for the young man so far. 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. That pitch misses up and in for ball one. He scored a run and has accounted for all 3 runs so far there for the Brigade this evening. Handley has his sign. Here comes the pitch. Fastball. Jackson tries to hold up his swing, but it's a called strike at the plate. So 1-1 now the count. Here comes the pitch from Handley. The fastball going to find the outside corner for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Core Jackson. Handley has his sign and comes set. Here comes the pitch. Slider that just misses the outside corner for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to count here now on Core Jackson. We play here in the top of the 5th. 3-3 tie right now between Thornhill and Sarnia. Here's the pitch. Fastball that's belted towards left center field. Travis Batt's going to go back towards the fence, but this one's going to stay in the park as he makes the catch. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. So 2 outs now. It's going to bring up the DH, Brad Hill. Hill 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a strikeout. First pitch from Handley. This is down and away for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to count here. Here comes the pitch from Handley. That ball belted to left field. Left fielder Mitchell Sadowski going to make his way over, and he'll make the catch with a little bit of a bobble there at the end, but able to bring that one in. And the Brigade are down in order here in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no Thornhill errors. No one left on. We head to the home half of the 5th inning. Score remains Thornhill 3 and Sarnia 3, as it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here this inning as veteran left-hander Alex McLean makes his way to the mound. So We'll take a quick break, allow him to take his warm-up pitches, and then we'll be right back for action here from the 2025 CABC Gold Bat Tournament. So first pitch of the inning from Alex McLean. Ends up catching a piece of Travis Batts, so he makes his way down to first. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Jack Gagliardi. Jack 0 for 2 this game with a fly out to right field and a pop out to second base.
You know what? Because of the Native American connotation. That's what it would have been.
Third baseman Demarius Shepard waits on deck. Bats with his lead from first. Good fastball there from Alex McLean as that one finds the outside corner for strike one.
Just to make everybody politically correct.
Bats with his lead from first. Gagliardi squares to bunt, throw to first. Onison with the snap tag there, but Travis Batts slides back in safely. Gagliardi did offer at that pitch, so it is a strike. So count now 0-2. Batts with his lead again. McLean going to check over. For those that may not follow too much around the province, Travis Batts, usually one of the stolen base leaders amongst the province. Rightfully so, McLean keeping an eye on him. The 0-2 pitch, that's going to miss up and away for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. One-two pitch, swung on and missed by Gagliardi. Another throw down to first. Batts back in time. Gagliardi down on strikes though for the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up third baseman Demarius Shepard. Shepard 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. That pitch just misses inside for ball one. 3-3 as we play here in the bottom of the 5th inning between the Sarnia Brigade and the Thornhill Reds. Batts with his lead from first. He's going to take off, throw over to first, throw to second, tag down in time. And Travis Batts is tagged out trying to steal second base. Good move there from McLean as he's able to catch the speedster leaning. And there are 2 outs. Good curveball there from McLean, swung through and missed by Shepard as the count now runs to 1-1.
Yeah.
Another good curveball there that's catches the outside corner for strike 2. He had to figure with bats getting on base, he was going to try and be on the move at some point, and McLean able to pick the right time to throw over and cut him down at second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball missing up and in for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chop back up the middle, just over the head of McLean. Core Jackson charging in, throws to first. And they're able to get Demarius Shepard by about a half a step. And that's all for the Thornhill Reds here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head off to the top of the 6th here at Stan Slack Field at Errol Russell Park. Score remains Thornhill Reds 3 and the Sarnia Brigade 3. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the 6th inning. Four, 5, 6 due up here for the Sarnia Brigade in the top of the 6th inning with left fielder Wes Brooks leading things off. First pitch to him from Joseph Handley is a strike. 0-1 pitch. That one chopped towards first base, but it will go foul. So quick 0-2 count here for Joseph Handley against Wes Brooks. Aiden George is due up second here this inning, followed by the third baseman Blake Butler. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Handley. That one chopped in the ground to first. Warren Kember going to make the play. Flip to Handley at first. And they're able to get Wes Brooks by about a step for the first out here of the 6th inning. So 1 out, that's going to bring up right fielder Aiden George. 0 for 2 tonight, reached on an error and flew out to center field. First pitch from Handley. Curveball that drops in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to George. Another curveball. This one going to find the outside corner for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to count now.
The short end is like pushing the calls. Yeah, but it did look like it was anyways.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch to George. Fastball swung on and missed. And George is down on 3 pitches for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs here for Joseph Hanley and the Thornhill Reds in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Blake Butler. Butler 0 for 2 this evening, a strikeout and a pop out to second base. First pitch from Hanley. That ball popped up on the infield. Warren Kember going to give it a look. He does have room. Unable to make the catch, though, as that one falls foul. A little bit of a tumble there by Warren. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like he's all right. So 0-1 the count here on Blake Butler. Here's the pitch from Handley. Good slider there that falls out of the strike zone, but Butler chases it for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now the count. Oh-2 pitch, fastball in on the hands, popped up towards the pitcher. With the second baseman, Benji Litt's going to come in and take that for the third out of the inning. Nothing across again for Sarnia. No runs, no hits, no Thornhill errors, nobody left on base. We're in a dogfight here right now, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Score remains tied 3-3 between the Thornhill Reds and the Sarnia Brigade, as left-hander Alex McLean makes his way back out to the mound for his second inning of work. We'll take a short pause and be right back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, reminder to fans, we are going to have some quarterfinal action later this evening, both here at Errol Russell as well as Blackwell. The matchups for those 2 games are yet to be determined, as we have to wait for results that come in from our 5:30 games. And then we'll have those matchups for you, but we will have the game here at Errol Russell on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel tonight. Once we get teams, we'll let you know who's going to be playing here. But for right now, 2 quarterfinal games, both happening this evening, both here at Errol Russell Park as well as Blackwell Park just down the road. We're all set for action here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with first baseman Warren Kember coming to the dish for the Reds. Kember 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. First pitch from McLean. This is just down for ball 1. That ball chopped towards third, but it will kick foul.
Yeah, he probably has my favorite. Yeah.
Can't say enough again about all 3 parks that we use here in the Sarnia area, as well as Eric McKenzie out in court, right? Just the beautiful condition those fields are in right now. That ball hit on the ground to shortstop Cord Jackson across the diamond. And they're able to get Warren Kember at first for the first out of the inning.
Under control with medication now, but he just bought a new home in Thorn Hill, and there's a hot tub in the back, and those might as well just take
So
it
just a huge thank you to both the field crews out in at Eric McKenzie as well as here in Sarnia. I know I've already talked to Biggie and his crew here at Errol Russell, and they've been fantastic all weekend long, making sure the field's in great shape. As the first pitch to Jacob Hillier catches him in the shoulder, so he'll make his way down to first.
So this guy's from the goaltender. This is the guy that started the game.
So the Reds have a runner aboard here with one out. Shortstop Argenis Paz going to make his way up. First pitch from McLean to Paz, just misses up for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one popped up on the infield. Quentin Johnston going to make his way over. He will make the catch. And Argenis Paz is the second out here in the bottom of the sixth.
These tins are fun.
So 2 outs now,
Does he DJ on the side? He should.
and the
He should.
batter is the second baseman, Benji Litz.
Recommend it.
First pitch swung through and missed by Litz for strike one. Again, Alex McLean into his second inning of relief work here, taking over from starting pitcher Derek Moss. That ball chopped just to the side of McLean. He's able to flip on to Onison at first, and they retired Litz for the third out of the inning.
Long term, does that mean contract?
So for Thornhill, no runs, no hits, no Sarnia errors, and the Reds leave one runner on base. We go to the top of the seventh inning here at Stan Slack Field. Score remains tied 3-3 between the Thornhill Reds and the Sarnia Brigade. Take a short break and be right back for the seventh inning.
Yeah, Diana's quite a big
So here we go for the top of the 7th inning. Bottom of the order due up here for the Brigade with first baseman Ronnie Onison leading things off. Followed by Quentin Johnston, the second baseman. Catcher Cole Bridges is due up third. First pitch from Handley was a ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses just down and out as well for ball 2.
That makes sense.
So 2 balls and no strikes as the Sarnia dugout has woken up this inning. Here comes the pitch from Handley. That ball belted down the left field line, but it will hook foul. 2 balls and 1 strikes now on Big Ron. (3-3) as we play here in the top of the 7th inning. Handley has his sign now and comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed by Onison for strike 2.
Yeah.
Handley set. Has his sign now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball just missing the outside corner for ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Handley's set. Here comes the full count offering to Onison. Fastball that's hit towards center field. Travis Batt's going to take a few steps in. He'll make the catch. And Ron Onison is the first out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Number 20, Quentin Johnston.
So 1 out, that's going to bring up the second baseman, Quentin Johnston, 1 for 2 this evening with a single and a run scored. First pitch incoming from Joseph Handley. This is down low for ball 1. Handley had a little bit of a rough go to start this game with some control issues, but smoothed things out pretty nicely since then, putting up 4 scoreless innings. As that ball hit on the ground to second base, that's going to eat up the second baseman, Benji Litz. Scoots into short right center field. And Quentin Johnston is aboard on the error to the second baseman.
Now batting, Cole Bridges.
So runner on first with 1 out. That's going to bring up the catcher, Cole Bridges. Cole 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a run scored. He also grounded out the shortstop. Johnston takes his lead at first. First pitch to Bridges. That's going to go to the backstop. Johnston going to make his way to second on the wild pitch.
No, that's true.
One there for you. There's one there for you now.
So Johnston able to advance on the wild pitch from Joseph Handley. And the Brigade now with a runner in scoring position here with less than 2 out. Handley has his sign. Here comes the pitch. That one fouled back and out of play.
Didn't hear that.
Quite a few nervous fans behind me waiting for that bang, but not this time. 1-1 the count here as Joseph Handley comes set. That ball hit on the ground to third, under the glove of the third baseman and into left field.
Come on, Logan.
So Bridges able to reach.
For you, Logan.
So we are going to have a pinch runner here for Cole Bridges.
Imagine going through life with that.
Eric Steve's going to make his way into run here for Bridges. So we have runners on the corners, 1 out. We're back to the top of the order with Logan Buntrock. That fastball misses down and away for ball 1. Buntrock 0 for 3 this evening, a pop out to first, a ground out to shortstop, and a strikeout. There goes Steves to second base. That ball in the dirt, that's going to get away from Hillier. Steve's going to make his way to third. Quinton Johnston comes in to score. And the Sarnia Brigade have reclaimed the lead here, 4-3. So the Brigade using their speed on the base pass to reclaim the lead here in the top of the 7th. They still have a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Eric Steves, the runner on third. That ball hit towards right field.
Run.
Here's the throw to the plate, just up the line. Unable to make the play there. So the sac fly for Logan Buntrock. Going to push another run across here in the top of the 7th, and the Brigade now leads 5-3 on the sac fly from Buntrock.
Now coming to the plate, Jackson.
So we have 2 outs here now in the top of the 7th with shortstop Cord Jackson stepping in. 2 for 3 on the evening. A home run back in the first, a double that scored 2 runs. Now a single up the middle to add to that.
Come on, Hilly.
But this guy, shortstop, Tracy was saying that he plays for Utah and is hoping to get drafted into the big leagues.
So Cord Jackson on first here with 2 outs. It's going to bring up the designated hitter Brad Hill.
Pretty high for shortstops.
Jackson out to a pretty good lead there at first. First pitch to Hill. Fastball that misses down and away for ball 1.
I have no idea.
1-0 the count here. Here's the pitch to Hill. That's popped up on the infield. It's going to be in play. Warren Kember coming in and going back. That is a foul ball. Tough play there. That ball hit a mile high. Warren Kember unable to come up with the catch, so Hill makes his way back to the plate. Count now 1-1 here. Again, the Brigade able to tack on a couple of runs here in the top of the 7th. They now lead this game by a score of 5-3. Here's the pitch from Hanley. Jackson takes off to second. He will steal second without a throw.
Come on, Hill.
Hey, you can do it. Let's do it.
We need these runs here.
That ball popped up behind the dish. Philly are going to give it a look. He's able to make the catch. And that is all for the Sarnia Brigade here in the top of the 7th inning.
Okay. That is very big. Oh, it's getting chilly.
So the Brigade able to break the deadlock there in the top of the 7th. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Thornhill error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Errol Russell Park. The Sarnia Brigade currently lead this game by a score of 5-3 over the Thornhill Reds. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hitter Tyler Hill able to get one just over the head of Quentin Johnston at second base, so he will reach to lead things off here for Thornhill in the top of the 7th. So with the runner on first, that's going to bring up the left fielder Mitchell Sadovsky. As McLean comes set, here's the first pitch. That one sails outside for ball 1. Some action down in the Sarnia bullpen right now as Greg Ross has gotten up and started to throw. That pitch from McLean sails inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count here now on the left fielder Sadovsky. Center fielder Kravis Batts waits on deck. That pitch misses down and away for ball 3. That's the top of the order, so the Reds can get a couple of runners on here. They have a shot at getting back into this one as that fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1.
Right there.
Hill with his lead. Here's the pitch. That one up and in for ball 4. The Reds going right back to work here as they have runners on first and second now and have the top of the order coming up with Kravis Batts coming to the dish. Manager James Grant going to make his way out to the mound and have a chat with everyone. Again, following this game, we are going to have some quarterfinal action tonight. Games will probably start around approximately 8:45 as we have to notify teams who's in, who's out. So once we get all those seatings in place, we'll let you know who's playing where. The two quarterfinal games will take place both here at Errol Russell Park as well as Blackwell Park. We just yet to know who those teams are going to be. Right now it is looking like the Newmarket Hawks are going to have a bye into the semifinals. They will be one of two byes. The result of this game is going to depend on the other one. The bat's squaring to bunt, pulls back, takes a hack at that one, and fouls it back to the backstop for strike one. Bat's 0 for 2 tonight. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. McLean drops that curveball in for strike 2.
One more just like that.
Another curveball though, that one just missing the outside corner for ball 1. McLean set with a look at second. Here's the pitch. That curveball drops in inside corner. So Bat's down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. So that's going to bring up the right fielder, Jack Gagliardi. 0 for 3 tonight. A pair of pop-outs and a strikeout in his last at bat. First pitch from McLean. Swung on and missed by Gagliardi for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from McLean. That fastball sails outside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count on Gagliardi. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball swung on and missed by Gagliardi for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count.
You guys.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from McLean. Another fastball and Gagliardi down on strikes for the second out of the inning. So the Thornhill Reds down to their final out here. The third baseman, Demarius Shepard, going to make his way to the plate. 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. He fouls that one into the backstop for strike 1.
Big battery.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch from McLean. Curveball that just misses the outside corner for ball 1. One pitch. That curveball misses up for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike the count here on Demarius Shepard. Warren Kember waits on deck if he gets an opportunity here. Fastball up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to count now.
Right on.
Greg Ross continues to warm down in the Sarnia bullpen. McLean gonna inside move and check to see what's going on at second base with Tyler Hill.
Come on, Alex.
3-1 pitch. Fastball fouled into the netting.
Strike.
And the Reds down to their final strike here. The count full 3-2. So runners are going to be on the move here. 3-2 pitch. This is down and away. And Demarius Hill going to make his way down to first base with the walk.
I was going to say, he's walking rather gingerly. No pressure.
Kenny bag, here we go.
Good job, Alex. Good job, Alex.
A whole bunch of switches going on here right now. 2 pinch runners into the game for Thornhill. And manager James Grant's going to pull the gun in a pitching change here as Alex McLean will exit the game. Right-hander Greg Ross will now come in and try and shut this one down for the Sarnia Brigade. So we'll take a quick break and get everything sorted out here, and we'll be right back after a short break. So the pitching change, Greg Ross is in and set to go. The 2 pinch runners that came in at second base is number 11, Daniel Marin. And at first base is Josh Kalman. So first pitch from Greg Ross misses down for a ball. Bases full of Thornhill Reds here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Warren Kember at the plate. Here's the pitch. That ball hit on the ground to short.
Get one.
Jackson with the flip to second base. Greg Ross able to come in and lock down the save in this one as the Sarnia Brigade are victorious in this one by a score of 5-3.